last week, you guys managed to leave the Thieves Guild in a bunch of skiffs, make your way down to almost to the coast, and you left through the savannah along a dirt road heading south. You made an entire day's journey before you stopped to sleep. During your sleep, you discovered something in the trees of lights and giggling and clearly looking at you. Dular, I believe, was able to speak to the creatures, and you found out that they were pixies. You guys were then, after somebody chose to make some noise and scare them all away, you were then set upon by two manticores. A fight that you guys were quite possibly not ready for, and I did not think that when we set it up. So, after a grueling battle, resulting in a few deaths and rebirths, you managed to defeat the manticores and have a long rest. Because you guys were late going, you will have a late start in order to have your long rest. So you guys will begin your journey again at approximately 9 a.m. in the morning. The sun has been up for about 3 hours, but you guys, because you're late, managed to sleep.
Nice.
You awaken in the morning, and you are still beneath the acacia tree that you guys had set up your camp under, and the corpses of the manticores are still there.
There's only one metaphor. The other one got away.
Yeah, the other one fled.
So that's something to discuss for sure.
Okay. One manticore was destroyed, and another one, the other one got scared away by, I believe it was.
Yeah, I said, go away, you, and it went away.
There you are.
Everything's cool.
So, you guys awaken in the middle of the savannah. The dirt road continues to the south. And what would you guys like to do?
Aaron would like to look for spell critical. That's maybe, but I don't know what I need.
Okay, that will make it quite difficult, but I will ask you to make an Arcana check.
I mean, Arcana check. Okay, bear with me.
Yeah, I actually kind of do want a trophy from the manticores. I don't think I took one last session, but if I could just like maybe nab a claw or a fang, I think a fang would do.
A fang?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep in mind, manticores also have the sort of incredibly spiky tails that they can throw off.
Oh, yeah. To take a look at the needles.
You know, and I think I'll take one of those tail quills because that seems really unique to the manticores.
What did I acquire last time?
For like a porcupine quill?
Yeah.
If the porcupine quill is 8 inches long and 2 or 3 inches wide and barbed the whole way down.
Yes.
So yeah, just
All right.
porcupine. Exactly.
I
A 13. All right, you begin to look over the manticore for anything that you think could be useful. You find a few minor pieces of manticore hair, a few claws, and such. You can fill your component pouch with those. In fact, keep in mind, I should also advise that a lot of these things could be sold if you enter into an area where you could sell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially because it sounds like somebody made healing diamonds or something, maybe.
Certainly anybody who casts Revivify will need diamonds worth 100 gold pieces.
Yeah, revivify
Damn it.
paladin.
Paladins can also take the best healing spell there is, Healing Word.
Sure.
It's essentially healing, but you can do it at 60 feet range.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's always better to lay on the hands.
That's not technically a spell, though.
I can make it a spell.
Let me spell it out for you. I would like to investigate, or I guess I would like to see what I can kind of gather from this, from the manticore as well. I'd like to try and retrieve one of the quills from the tail, and then I would like to see if I can get some fangs as well.
All right. Removing a tail quill is quite easy. They are designed to come off, so you're able to wrench one free, and some claws come off quite easily with a hand axe or a short sword, something like that would be able to chop off.
I'm going to use medicine to do a diagnosis of the body, learn more about its anatomy in the body and stuff like that, and use that for more of my choice selection of things from its body.
All right, go right ahead and make your medical check.
I get a 11.
An 11. Nothing of particular note. It appears when you slice it open, inside it appears to be essentially a lion, except that it's obviously got the wings connected to it.
Mhm.
But other than that, the body is basically just regular.
Real modified lion. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll bring out a notebook and start writing things down about the anatomy and the creature that we faced.
All right. For a medicine check of this degree, I would say probably an hour that you'd spend skinning it and or slicing it open, checking out all of its internal organs.
And packaging whatever we can. Yeah. Good.
So, if Puddles can go over there before you start eating it, she's just gonna go over and she's gonna sit, and just put her hands on it, and then to herself she'll say a silent prayer.
All right. You say your silent prayer over the body of the manticore. Moments later, Pete comes up and starts slashing the chest.
You respect nature.
Why do you pray for the manticore?
Well, all things are living, and I pray to assist its essence onto the afterlife.
It is not a creature that is natural to this world.
They are intelligent,
It's still a creature.
and we still
In
have to be
essence.
cautious and know more about the other one that might come tracking us over long distances. I'm not sure if this what did we find out if this one was a male or female? That's the other question I'm doing with the medicine check.
Good question.
Good question. I would say from your medicine check, you can determine that it has a dot. If so,
Oh,
Does anybody have any phallic spells?
okay. So this one is it is a mated, and this one seems to be the male. And so the female may have withdrawn if it has cub, or it may be the more merciless in its pursuit of us in the future. I'm speaking really cautious of the future.
I can attempt to track its whereabouts while you all get ready.
I believe that is a task for another time. We have pressing matters with this person we have to find. Perhaps we can send a hunting party later. We do want to go find this Rain person. We've got a ways to go. We should probably still go through this Pamani village. So let's keep note of where we are and rough location of where it attacked, and we can send word to Littlefinger leader, perhaps, like Lashing.
If I scared it once, I can scare it again.
Pyros.
Let's hope.
I believe you.
Then
Oh,
it was a mere thing. Right.
Well, finish up what you're doing here, and let's get a move on it.
Yeah, we've got a lot of models, and I'm already tired.
We just woke up. We just
This being was mostly lion, but there are quite a few valuable things with it. If whoever wants to take items, they should. We can perhaps sell some or use them as medical or magical components.
I've taken what I want from it. I've got the quill. I've got some of its fangs as well. Maybe I can sell them east and where in a town.
I filled my pouch.
Can we just have a rough, nice gold value of what they are versus having to write everything down? Like what would be the price things we
Let's get you to make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Figure that out.
I'm not good at business matters. I got a 7.
It's
Unskilled.
We can just wait until we get to the town and see what they can get appraised for. See what kind of value they have generally.
All right. Without further ado, let's get our move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once again, Dular is going to do what he always does, and he's going to stay about 100 meters away from the party, heading in the same direction, but constantly scouting, looking for tracks, and scanning the horizon for any threats.
All right. Similarly, going to go be in the rear and send Cosmo to the front, or circling around us.
Puddles is gonna stick close to him and keep an eye on him.
And Aileron's gonna quickly follow Dular as she does.
All right.
Gurgle's just going to keep on trucking down.
Dular, I'll have you make a survival check to see if you can track anything or recognize any tracks.
First roll of the night. Come on. I get an 11.
At 11. You can see as you're going that there are areas of grass that have been trampled. You can work out the direction they tend to, or they're moving sort of east to west, and you guys are heading straight south. So something has crossed the path, and every so often you see another path. You don't believe that this is a hunting trail.
Okay.
You think that's just beasts moving across.
Just, maybe not the manticore, but there seems to be a lot of foot traffic from a lot of beasts, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. Cool.
I'm going to warn everyone. I'm not very utility based. I'm very combat based for today until I rest and nest. So yeah, just be aware of that. I'll be ready for our next engagement if necessary.
All right. Could I borrow a D100 off somebody? I've got my dice. And thank you.
Can we just do a long rest?
You guys can just do a long rest. You've
Okay.
since spent about 2 hours dismantling the manticore.
So 11 o'clock.
I notice Aelrin following me and like not too thrilled about it, and I quicken my pace, but if she quickens her pace, I don't know, do you quicken your pace?
Is that like an official thing that I do?
It's your choice.
You try and keep.
Yeah, I'm going
No, just like watch. I just watch.
you just watch it from
Aileron
a
just
distance?
watches from a distance. Maybe she'll hang back with Torkel a little bit
Oh, I see.
as far as his little legs go, and Aileron's quite tall, so
So yeah, he's just trucking along. He's just like, I gotta keep up.
All right. And are you guys taking the road down, or are you guys going to stay off the truck?
Is there any reason this figure would not take the road?
Well, I don't know. Like, my dad traveled this road a whole bunch, and he had a caravan with him, but he never really had any problems. So I don't think we need to be overtly afraid, although we have had bad luck so far with making friends.
Yeah.
I can guide us through the wilds off the track, but I believe we will be faster if we take the path.
It is a case of just meeting up with this person, then the road's the best bet. But if it's what it sounds like,
Well-
obscure
I agree.
mission, then
Well, we have to find them first.
Yeah, we
We
just
don't know where they are. We don't know what they look like.
We just know their rough location. We just know that they're down by this lake.
We just know where they were meant to meet the two dwarves.
yeah, we don't even know anything other than their name, I believe.
Well, let us follow this path and get to the lake. I will keep an eye out as I'm always am.
Suna.
And I'll keep my eyes on you.
Hmm. Thank you for that.
Right, shall we press on then?
Yeah, can I please get an order in which you guys are planning to go? I need a marching to this. With a sheet.
1, 2, Twarkies, 3.
Yeah.
I think that Puddles and myself were probably in the middle, and then but Pete said he was kind of like ultimate three.
Then mine's
Yeah.
more like 100-meter circle around them, like when Causey, like
Shin.
So you're not in the front, you're just kind of around.
Are you just jogging the entire
Literally
time?
just like jogging through the grasslands, just like checking, like going on top of hills, checking the horizon, that kind of stuff.
Well, he's a big dude. It might not even be a jog, it's just a long
Yeah,
stride.
he's like 7, whatever. He's way taller than all of us.
That has
He's
nothing,
humongous.
has nothing to do with Aileron being weird.
You might have something to do with that.
That Park will take the front if no one else is going to. Like if you're circling around, they'll just keep running down the center of the road.
Okay, and then Aileron will side up with Torque because she like him. Be a nice boy.
All right, so that's the order in which we're traveling.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do believe.
Sure.
All right. You guys continue down through the savannah along the dirt track. You see the occasional animal off to the side. There's periodic zebras and on one or two occasions spot giraffes. But that is about all that you see in your first day of travel, or your second day of travel. Because you started leaving quite late, you're not going to have a full day of travel ahead of you. You know that you guys are pushed on the maps that you've been given. You know that you're about 2 days travel away from the Crossroads village where the embodied live. So your first day is fairly uneventful, or your second day is fairly uneventful. And night comes around 9 o'clock. At your guess, you're still probably 5 hours from the village if you guys maintain the speed that you are traveling.
What do you guys want to do? Push forward or rest for the night?
I'd say rest for the night.
I'm tired.
Try and get a
Well, the
full night's
last
rest
time
this
we
time.
rested, we were stopped by 2 manticores. So I don't really want to be a sitting duck.
Let's push on. I know it sounds rough, but I think
It's only 5 hours.
Okay.
And if
Puddles hasn't stopped running. He's just like,
if we're staying with the embodiment, perhaps there might be tents or some other settlement that we could perhaps.
We're
find
assuming
over
that
us.
that will be welcome.
Well, we can always come and send your father with a caravan. We can perhaps be like a caravan. I know we don't have a lot of wagons or anything, but we are still
Approximately 0.
We could say that
pilgrims or something. Sure.
We were robbed.
we needed to pick up something from the.
Or we are a mercenary group that is in look of.
Oh, look, this is not announced.
Do we want to advertise that we're mercenaries?
Yeah.
yes.
I don't think we'll be welcome.
What is wrong with just saying we are in search of?
We might want to leave that classified.
Well, how are we?
I
gonna
don't think
find
we
out
want to
where-
make it known that we're looking for someone.
But how are we supposed to find out where he is if we're not asking anybody where he is or if they've seen him?
Well, we can't ask them because we don't know what they look like. So we have no idea what we're looking for.
You probably should ask more questions.
Yeah. Maybe.
This.
Yeah.
I say we go to where they were meant to be, where the meeting was meant to be held, and see if there are any clues left behind.
All
There's-
right.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. I imagine once we get down there, we should see some sort of sign that they were there or some kind of evidence of their presence down there. And then if we don't find them, we can return to Lightfinger and say, hey, sorry,
They're not there.
they're not there. Can we please have our money?
So,
You know,
was there?
Well-
That's it. So it was.
I don't think it would be acceptable to return empty-handed.
Yeah,
I mean,
hear
we
ya.
bring the evidence. Like if we find,
A dead body.
Rain's
Yeah.
body,
Let's
corpse,
look
then
for a body.
let's just look
We
for
tend to
a-
find lots of dead bodies.
I mean, we make dead bodies.
We
too.
have a couple.
Sure.
Unfortunate.
Well, for
We
tonight,
have a
at least,
nasty habit of getting in trouble.
if we're gonna push on to the Mbani village, then let's go, I guess, and then we can continue on in the morning, I guess.
I will tighten my circle around you, and I'll just be scouting close by.
Okay.
So I'm going to narrow my orbit around them down to about 50 meters, and I would like to move at a stealthy pace.
Stealth.
And I'm sending Cosmo up the further ahead as far as telepathic, about 100 meters ahead.
All right.
Stealthy pace as long as I can keep up with them. If they're moving too fast for me, then I'm gonna have to
Just walk like a regular person.
skulking in the shadows.
Skulking's not walking like a normal person.
It might be for Nular.
Okay.
Lord, please make you a skulking roll.
Skulking roll. What is my modifier
Jumping
for
from
this?
bush to bush.
It's dark now,
Ooh.
right?
The number off the dice is 17.
Ooh.
Excellent. And your stealth ones?
That is a +3, so it is a constructed 20.
Constructed 20?
No,
All right.
a natural 20.
You do manage to keep pace with them. You're moving slightly quicker than you would normally for a stealth, so you're not cutting your speed in fair enough. You're able to keep up with everybody, and as the sun goes down over the horizon, the stars come out, creating an entire ceiling of stars.
They would just. I never get sick of that view.
So, absolutely. No.
No.
Beautiful.
So, everybody, can you please give me your, because I can't pull it up here, can I get your passive perception?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Mine's 15.
14.
13.
Okay.
Ooh.
11.
11?
It'll be 10 plus your wisdom mod.
It's 11.
To 11.
Ark's listening to the rustle of his chainmail.
There's no proficiency now.
So now that it's getting darker, Puddles is going to kind of make her way to the front because she's got dark vision. So she's assuming nobody else can see very well at night.
Aileron also has dark vision. So
Yeah, Torque does.
What is the light?
They can walk
condition
together.
of all these stars?
At the moment, with the stars out, you've got about half regular vision. So it is dark, but there is enough ambient light to at least be able to see
Like a
the direction.
like a dim light.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a dim light, so it'll be about your vision will probably go half the distance. However, those of you with dark vision, you will be able to have a full vision.
I'm going to light because I can't see that.
dang, that's annoying, MP, but it's too bright.
Okay, well, some of us can't see in the dark.
And
You want me to hold your hand?
And I'm also very clumsy, so I'm be
I
careful
guess-
where I'm putting my feet.
I guess because one of your eyeballs is not an eyeball.
He's already at a disadvantage.
About half of us are struggling in the dark here.
Does Puddles see anything ahead of them?
No, as you guys pass, periodically you do see a few animals that have come out at night. They're different animals and nocturnal kind. And I'll get you to make a nature check.
Nature check.
Oh, not you, him.
Oh.
Not
Sorry.
the door.
Who's on first?
It's like, who's on first?
A 7.
A 7.
Yeah.
Can I have given him the help action with that?
If you had called it before he rolled it, sure.
Cool. Good to know.
Next time.
You do not notice anything in the grasses around you. It seems to be reasonably quiet and safe. So as you guys continue your journey south, you are planning to go through the night.
Until I get to the village.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. About 4 hours into the night, the savannah begins to lower down, and you begin to head down the path. The road sort of twists and winds down, and at the very, probably about 2 miles out, you begin to notice some light.
Like pixie lights?
No, they'd be
Oh,
lights
yeah.
on
Sorry,
I'm assuming
Like,
lights
the
of the
Everson.
village.
Is always going to be
Lights as a village, like on the horizon, like down in the valley down there.
Yes,
but bonfire kind of.
Nice.
Look very-
not bonfire level, but they've probably got some torches going. The Imbani villages don't have a considerable amount of, say, lanterns and such.
Right. What does my character know about the Umbani people?
Let's make let's do an insight check. Or a history. You can choose.
Yeah. I do believe history is the correct skill to use, but if you let me use insight, then all right. Character screen is okay. Insight. Here we go. I get a 15.
What you know of the Imbani is that they are largely nomadic. They raise cattle and they will graze it in one area when the season is, spring season, where you would have the cattle here. They would then move them based on which season it is. So they basically follow the grasslands.
Okay. I'm going to roll history and see if I can recall correct greeting or approaching of their city or guards or posts.
So
I need to whisper.
I'd like to do the same.
Tier. That's real.
I did 11. I might 11.
You could goes.
whisper.
If you want. Yep.
Yeah.
What am I rolling?
Sorry, you get not. I would suggest that you roll an insight.
Because
I have an 11.
At 11. This is understanding Imbani or
Just a simple greeting and
simple greeting.
or how to approach appropriately without making them hostile.
Generally, the Imbani are not hostile unless they are sort of beset upon. For the most part, they are largely friendly with the people of High Spring. High Spring, the outer ring, has several Imbani farms and farmsteads and ranches. So those Imbani are actually not nomadic. They remain in the area.
Yes.
You know, or you learn. So, Pete, from your knowledge, you know that the common greeting for the Imbani is Salam.
Good.
Do you happen to know what the correct, polite greeting would be for these people? I'm wearing the face.
Salamu.
Salamu. Salamu or salamu?
Salamu or salamu?
It comes down to your pronunciation, I guess, right? Yes. See, that's a joke with the table. So we're recording it on this.
Does Puddles know this greeting as well?
I mean, you would have heard me, I guess, just get that from Pete. So now we all.
I think some settlements say, and where they are settled, it's salamu, and in the outworld, it's salamu.
Like when they're nomadic, they go, it's more like that. As opposed to like a you.
Yeah.
Trippy. I just had the craziest deja vu moment
Yeah.
of that whole conversation that you just had with Pete. I'm just like, I feel like I've heard this before. Sorry. Anyways, I get those a lot.
Stop it.
Sorry.
Well, we were talking about the Mbani the other night before the Manticores attacked. Perhaps that is what it is.
Maybe.
We were talking about their customs and how the city was founded by them.
Fine.
Yeah, that could be where you're getting deja vu. What does deja vu mean, in fact? You know?
I was out of character when I said that.
Well, see, now we're rolling with it as if you had said that in character, and I'm making a joke that, like, deja vu is a French phrase, and there's no France. Or in France, not.
Unless some other god from France came over.
A god from France?
There's no gods in France.
I was going to say, I think we all know that France is godless.
Yeah. They also
Only white flags.
right? That's where all the gods are.
Way. Okay. About how long? You said about 1 more hour until.
It's like 2 more miles. You guys can see it in the guest steps.
Cool.
All right, we're almost
Do you want to
there.
say
It's
the
awesome.
Salamu?
Their greeting.
Good.
Salamu.
If you seem to be in the front, that might be the best
I
idea.
mean, we can all say it.
I
None of us are the leader.
don't have.
Oh no, I'm just saying it's easier to have first person they see say Salam.
I don't have many interactions with the people.
Well, it's good to try new
I mean,
things.
I look like them, so I could just be the one to say it.
That's a wise idea.
Okay.
Him and I could go up to them initially.
Typically in the past, my people have been friends from a distance, I would say. Because we interacted rarely, but we were on good terms.
The mutual respect sort of
Yes.
situation. Good to know.
All right, let's keep going.
Yes. I will join you the rest of the way now.
Taylor needs to know about the remainder of Earth's duel.
I did inform you, you know. You don't know shit. All right. You guys continue on down through the track. The road actually goes quite far down into a valley. To the west of you, there is a shore as opposed to the bluffs that you had been at. And the road splits just at the Mbani village, at the entrance to the village. This village is different than most that you've seen. The structures in it are made mostly of wood, from what you see, with thatched roofs. Traditionally, the Mbani villages like skins and that, the walls, because they can be taken down quickly and moved. This village appears to be a little bit more permanent.
More Salamu than Salamu.
So we're well outside the ring surrounding the city, right? We left that.
Oh yeah.
This is
Just making sure.
this is unusual. They are a nomadic people usually. It is unusual for them to see them having such permanent structures.
There are generations that stay close to High Springs.
Well, I figured this. What I understand of High Spring as a city is that the Mbani people that live close to the city would be stationary. I guess they all kind of stay in that ring whereas anyone outside of the ring would be mostly nomadic. So it's interesting that these folks are.
Perhaps it's a trading post among their people, or it's some sort of ritual place that's common to others. It could be.
Then
We must.
I am confident we will find friendly people here as
They are known as a friendly people.
Yeah. I mean, everyone that I didn't really talk to anyone in Icebreaking when I was there, but everyone that I saw.
Is your likeness of a particular embodiment that you've seen, or just a generic version? Because that might cause complications if you look like a fugitive or a person of interest.
Yeah,
among
how exactly does your disguises work?
Hey, it's an interesting question. Well, I change my face into whatever the hell I want.
Yes.
So you use your
I-
imagination?
I mean, there are some restrictions. I can't make myself grow wings, or I can't breathe fire like a dragon person. I can only do the generic sort of thing, as it called. Most humanish sort of.
Yes, but do you,
Are you immortal? Is that what you're saying? He's immortals, right? They're not immortal.
as a casual shapeshifter myself,
Mm-hmm.
when I change into somebody, I usually imagine somebody that I've seen before. Is this what you do?
Sometimes I have in the past. I've ruined some people's lives.
Oh, yes.
But
Impersonations do that.
Yeah, just impersonations. But sometimes what I do is I take pieces from different people's sort of faces, like what they look like. This person's got a big nose. This person's got big ears, and I kind of swap those together,
Well,
make a different looking person. So I don't think
that's
will look
probably
exactly
best.
someone from the village. Hopefully. But I will admit, I was feeling a little antsy about it now that you brought it up. So hopefully that isn't causing weird tics to.
I feel like that is not much of a concern. What is that? What are the chances?
I mean,
What's the worst that could happen? It keeps running down to the village.
I mean, when I do get super stressed out, I do have difficulties keeping the voice pinned down.
Yes.
So I'd have been to a different accent.
I'm just thinking of
Face is fine.
close family and bonds and tribes. They might question you who you're related to if you look like one of them.
My plan was just to say that I've been living in the city most of my life. That's why I talk like this instead of talking like someone who speaks fluent body, maybe. I'm just workshopping that. I'm not unhappy.
That might even complicate matters. Maybe someone will want to marry you because you're from the town.
Well, I mean, that's a problem for 5 minutes from now. Not right now.
Well, darling, I would say try to keep your composure and don't freak out at the first sight of unease. Or don't throw a dart.
I wasn't planning on attacking anyone from the small village.
Okay.
Especially if they want to marry you.
Let's just keep a neutral stance and let's just be peaceful.
You can't really tell because it's dark, and I'm wearing a dark complexion right now. But when you called me darling, him blushed.
No.
He hasn't been called darling. All right.
Something I say.
Okay. Just a reminder. I'm not going to be diplomatic today, so if I can't influence anyone without a short rest.
Well, let's maybe not do magic on anybody.
Yes.
We want to stay friendly.
I
with
would
people.
imagine
Yes. It is a helpful tool.
they would be offended if we were to do such a thing.
I just feel like if I found out someone had done magic on me to make me think or feel a certain way, I'd probably be upset about it.
Yes.
I don't know if these kind of people are like the lynching type.
No.
I just don't want to fight.
Involving
them.
Let's just not instigate any type of confrontation right from the get-go.
Exactly.
Let's just go in, see what we can find out.
And what if one of those red robes people are there?
Oh,
We run.
That's what it is.
Run.
I'm not staying.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Absolutely not.
I just doubt that they would be this far out.
I think it'd be difficult for them to have gotten here before us.
There,
But
might,
possible.
there might be, just be on the lookout. We might have guards because of what happened, even if spies, perhaps, but
Yeah.
Spies are more likely, so let's just keep our wits about us.
yeah, it's,
Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like, I'm pretty good with people from time to time. So, like, if we need to talk, just could we let me talk initially? Plus, I'm half Umbani, so I kind of have like the right skin tone. Yeah. Yeah. So,
so what happens is,
my dad's.
ah,
Yeah, and he's not from this tribe or this area, but like if somebody asks where I'm from, like I can give my dad's name and like they'll connect. So you just
that's not very
please,
right, that guy.
like I know I'm the youngest, but like could you please just let me try to do my thing this
Well,
time around?
That you've given me an idea.
Okay.
How about, because I look like one of them,
Mhm.
and you look like you were descended from one of them as well,
Yeah.
we can kind of be the face of the party,
Exactly.
at least
and
going
these-
into it, and
are-
we'll stay over
You could be her son. Wait, no, that doesn't. No, that's
no. What? I
Oh,
wasn't birthing when I was like one.
that does not work at
Hey,
all.
to be fair, I
Oh,
don't know.
true.
So
you are a half elf after all. so-
I'm only like 17, guys.
I am just complicating these things. I apologize.
No.
That's very.
that's
Or
really
an elf, or
well. I
half
mean,
elf.
that's approaching adulthood for elves.
My
as well.
birthday's
We have
soon.
history.
Yeah.
50, it's 15, I think. I'm
But-
still a child.
Well, like that's when they'd be like fully adult, but like
Still, yeah.
they would stop aging at a certain point, is my understanding. I don't know too many elves, so
basically. But yeah, and I'm not typical. I'm not a typical young lady just because I spent a lot of time not with elves. Anyways,
atypical.
enough about me. Let's get going and see what we can figure out.
Okay, we're the face. We can say you're not like royalty, right?
Oh no.
Well, we can.
Kind of like a bastard.
Do you want to be my guide? I'm writing a book.
Maybe it's another idea.
Oh, yeah. And then you guys are just bodyguards
Where
to
does
help
that
us.
leave me?
Yeah,
you're
and
a
Twerk
body,
are like
yeah,
bodyguards for
body.
him writing a book.
Yeah.
Bonnie culture.
Yeah, on
that
my
make sense?
body. And then
Okay.
all your dumb
I'm running
questions. will
a
make
travel
sense.
guide.
Sure.
Yeah.
all the-
And we, being embodied, we happen to know of this village
Yeah.
that we're going into.
Yeah.
So we're kind of guiding you and your bodyguards down to this village. And Puddles is, I guess, kind of who connected us, right?
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah, that's a good fucking cover. That's the best cover story we've come up so far.
It's funny, now that you said that you're a bastard, you can talk exactly like that.
It's
It makes perfect sense.
It's true.
Okay. All right. Well, we're almost there. I'm assuming, like, as this has happened, we've been
Like,
walking.
I just
down
think
the
it's
hill, right?
really suspicious to show up at night and like, could we please just have a long rest because I don't sleep well. I have
I
some
can do the
problems.
very irritating and upset and particular person that wants things demanded of him at that moment.
That's your base personality, my dude.
I must agree with the young one.
Yeah. I must also agree with the advocate. I don't.
All right.
She's got a point.
All right.
Um,
We rest, then we show up in the morning.
Yeah,
guess
that'll
we
look
can-
normal.
yeah, normal-ish.
Yeah, so maybe we should just head off the path, like away from sight in case anybody like patrols come by so they don't see us. We'll get a sleep, we'll have a breakfast, and then we'll head into town.
Is
So you're providing a breakfast? Oh, that's much.
Well, we got rations. They suck, but we got rations.
It's dehydrated, basically.
I got jerky.
Yeah.
So it's steam eggs.
The rations tend to be, yes, there's some like hardtack bread in it, but there would be dried meats. There's dried fruit, vegetables, or
Well, I have a snack pouch.
So like trail mix and little where's that house you're pulling from?
Yep.
essentially rations are food that will last you a long time. I usually have about a month.
Yeah. It's not a feast.
It's not a feast.
It's
It will
just a
keep you going.
Yeah.
So how many rations are we using per day?
You use one ration per day.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
for those of you who did not deduct one for today,
Just
go ahead.
reminder, thank you, saying.
Yes.
That's 9 days. 9 days, sir. Like,
Oh, I totally cook up a mesquite and use prestidigitation to cook up a good meal.
Can I have a bite?
I'm not entirely sure prestidigitation can cook a meal.
that's not how it works, actually.
It is.
Yeah, well, once you heat it, you can chill warm flavor up to 1 foot of non-living material for 1 hour.
Oh, cool. Then yes.
Oh wow. Oh,
Well, you guys are at this point. You guys are about a quarter of a mile away from the village. You've gone down essentially into the
valleys.
valley.
Okay.
The valley does seem to stay at this level for a while, but you can notice that the road continues up north. At the from where you guys are, you actually no, you would not be able to see where to go. So you guys settle down for the night. And where would you like to rest?
Are there any trees? So
No pixie trees.
we want cover.
Are we still on the road?
We're like off the road, I imagine, right? We're in the kind of the bush, the grass.
Is it more grassland still?
That we are still in the savannah.
Yeah.
Okay.
As it goes further and further downhill, you notice that the grass gets lower and lower, most likely from animals grazing.
Yeah.
All right.
So nothing to cover.
Not much in the way of cover, but there are still the odd acacia tree. You notice as the road continues up the hill, you notice the trees become more and more sort of visible, and they're no longer looking like the savanna trees, the acacia and bilbao. So you guys make your camp underneath the tree. All right. And what order will you guys be watching in?
Aileen wants first watch, so then she can sleep straight through till morning and maybe sleep in.
I'll do second one. So
Second one?
Idols will do third.
Third what?
I'll do first watch with Halen, I suppose.
and I'll do third watch with Huddles.
Yeah, I'll do second watch with Dad, I think.
Good.
All right. The first watch goes completely without incident. It's quiet. You can hear some animals around you, but nothing appears to be stalking or hunting. So you are able to get a decent watch and wake your friends for the second watch. Okay. Ayler.
Yes.
You place your head down near the tree and you rest with your head up just to the side of one of the roots. I will now ask the rest of you to step out momentarily.
I have a feeling that was going to happen.
As you lie in the cool embrace of night, sleep takes you, and the dreams come once again.
My darling Ailerin, I sense in the air great danger around you. I need to see you, to hold you, to rock you in the boughs of the Tree of Lights, but I fear for you. This world can be a dark and dangerous place, and while the wonders and magic of nature, which I have gifted you, may give you strength, I fear that it may not be enough. Please take this gift I give to you and use it to keep you safe until we are once again united together.
in your mind, you see a tiny sapling of a tree that you don't recognize pierce the earth and grow centuries in the space of a few seconds. As the tree grows, you see a single small branch, no more than a foot long, made of dark, twisted wood and studded with verdant emeralds, snap off from the trunk and land within your grasp. When you awake, you notice the small wooden wand, studded with gemstones, is lying next to you.
Oh boy. Aileron's thrilled with this. Okay.
You take the wand in hand, and you can feel like a hum of energy. It has power. You don't know what it can do, but it is very obviously interacting with your magical abilities, and you can feel the power within you growing and strengthening. You take the gift from your mother, and you fall back asleep. Right. As you turn your mother's gift over and over in your hand, you suddenly have the feeling that you should keep it concealed. You feel as if others would want to take it from you if they saw it. And with that, you drift off back to sleep.
Good.
You're good.
Good.
All right.
I keep moving around, so
We have noticed, or at least I have.
sorry. I'll try not to move. Fuck.
And it's a good thing that we're recording this. So,
Oh, sorry.
no,
Hold
that's
on.
fine. I'll go in and edit it out. Okay.
Can you edit that out? Thanks.
Appreciate that.
All right. The final watch goes without event, and you guys awaken in the morning as the sun rises. Actually, no, it will be later than that because you guys crashed out later. So you crashed about 2, make it about 10 a.m. Anyway,
Okay, that's a reasonable time to go to town, guys.
Yeah, it's mid-morning.
Yeah.
What was that green again, Pete? Salamu. I was gonna say I told dinner.
Salamu.
It's gonna be anyway. Rourke's doing some push-ups and sit-ups to wake up.
I'm Salamu. 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 Salamu.
all right.
I just like standing in a circle around. Okay. So they just like saying that word back.
And we want to find the guy. Where were they meeting again? Forget.
We're heading south from here. We need to see if they've maybe seen this person or if they know this person by name because we don't really
know anything about them.
we don't know what they look like, which is a big.
That is a big question mark. Is it they were
We've all got a big question mark.
Yeah,
Ren.
Rain.
Right.
Rain.
Rain.
like
Rain.
the clouds in the sky and rain. The fans.
So that is where rain comes from.
Yes. I didn't even have to roll nature for that.
Yes.
All right. You guys are approximately little over a quarter of a mile away from the village.
Let's head there.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Did we have a description of the guy at all?
No.
no
We don't know
Nothing.
what rain looks
Just
like.
a name?
male, female?
Name is
No.
right.
We don't even know if it's elf, human, dwarf,
We know nothing.
fairy, dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, there's lots of fairy dragons.
All right.
All right.
You guys awaken. Everybody can deduct a ration.
Sure.
You as well.
Yes, but so that would be our third ration done?
No.
Yes.
Some of us.
Yeah, we've had 3.
We've had
I'm down
2.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
You've been
Those who didn't work under the trees.
So the 2 days, that's 2. You're now at your third day. It's a vector action.
Okay.
Yeah, so third question.
So,
All right.
Okay, I will head up front.
I'll go with Tim.
Okay.
Could be Ilran and I at the front, I guess.
Yeah.
And then
I'll move to the middle.
yeah, okay. You can be in the middle, kind of behind us. I'm a scholar. I'm writing a book on
Wildland.
so, wildlife. I thought it was embodied culture.
I can say embalming culture too, but I already have something on manticores here, so we'll work with
Okay. All right.
Manticore is not wildlife.
I mean, it is okay. So if we're being pedantic about it, it technically is because it's wild and it is living. Yeah, that's basically if I'm splitting hairs, which is to say I'm being very particular.
I will make
Realize
sure
that everything I'm saying is like an idiom, and baby isn't.
the next chapter will be on the embalming, so that's when I will do it, I think.
That's gonna be such a weird book.
How do you split that hair?
Well, you think like the Yambani are a nature creature. They are a living being.
I wouldn't say they're wildlife, but they're lives.
And they're pretty named wild. True.
Guys,
I can be
it's
wild too.
10 a.m. It's let's go adventure.
Does this help you?
Well,
This whatever you're doing?
yeah, it does.
It helps you?
It helps me. I don't give a shit. Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's go. Right.
Torque's already walking down the road.
And I'm following Torque.
Miraculously is ahead of us.
I have no idea what to say to these guys. Let's go.
Salamu.
Aileron just like quickly goes up ahead, just beside Torque.
All right.
Pats him on the head.
As you guys continue along the dirt road, it appears to branch off. That one road goes into the village. The road itself passes directly in front of the village, but there's like a turn to go into the front gate. The village itself is surrounded by a large thorn fence line, which is traditional. The Mbani will use like thorns and that to protect their village from incoming animals.
Is this like a grown, like they have deliberately grown these brambles around their
No, they have collected these brambles quite carefully and placed them there. Dular, why don't you make a nature check?
Oh dear. Why am I rolling nature check?
Not in this instance. Okay, crap.
A 3.
Yeah. As far as you can tell, it has the fence line has very, very large thorns sticking out of it. Almost every single part is covered in brambles, but the thorns on it are approximately 2 to 3 inches out and incredibly sharp. Behind it, there appears to be like a slatted wood fence as well to add additional protection. The entrance, the gate to it, has got an Mbani guard on either side, each armed with a long spear, and they've got their kite shields made of skins and wood. And they are just to the side of the road to the east. To the west, the road heads down towards the shore. And the road continues on to the south, past the Mbani village, and just on the far edges of your vision, you can see that it splits, and it forks off.
Wait. Oh, wait.
So I guess we approach the gate
Yeah.
then.
Salamu.
Salamu.
Okay, let me talk, guys.
I will also talk, guys.
Yeah.
So,
Explorer P, look me in the eyeball.
Did I beat the Explorer?
that's always
Okay.
let's go. All right. As you approach the gate, the guards cross their spears and block your entrance.
Okay. Aileron puts on a big smile, kind of looks hand on hip, and goes, Salamu.
They're stone-faced. looking back at you.
All right.
Are we having some difficulty getting me into town?
Pete. Oh, not Pete. Yeah, you are still Pete. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Just
Just give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec. All right. Can I do like maybe some sort of charisma, persuasion?
Persuasion check is
Persuasion check. Okay.
You guys also would have noticed that as we walked, like before we kind of got right up and took in front of the gate, I am about 6 inches taller than to us. So just like adding a little bit of height. So kind of maybe I'm your bodyguard, saying rigor, whatever. Weird does that.
Okay, I got a 16.
it's not like a 16.
Okay.
Persuade.
Okay. Hey, my name's Aileron, and we're just doing a tour. I'm a tour guide. This is my client, Pete, here. We've got some protection just because of the big road. And I was just hoping to show them around your city, please. You can.
By city, you mean a small village.
Village, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
made of huts.
Fuck off. Okay.
Fine. The guards say, just Stoneface say, the village is closed.
How please.
They just do not respond.
Okay.
Salamu, have you folks been having troubles with bandits or monster attacks, or what? May I ask what's the deal, man?
I'll get you to make a roll on that one.
What's the deal, man?
I guess it would be a persuasion to try and convince them to tell you the information.
Cool. Yeah. Sweet. 7.
7. The guards just stare Stoneface back at you.
That's kind of what I thought.
okay. I'm going to push through them. I'd intimidate the guards and saying, Did I, Pete the Explorer, and I had an appointment to be here. And I'm going to try to intimidate the guards into like a sort.
Go ahead.
And it's a fail. Yeah, usually it works, but no, it's a 7.
As you approach in your attempt to push through, the guards push you back with their spears and are now carrying or holding their spears towards you.
Good.
Okay. Let's back off. It's okay. It's okay.
We were just.
We'll just walk away for a moment. We'll regroup. Is there any way past the village?
Yeah, I mean the road. So the road just goes. The road goes past the village.
Yeah.
It's the entrance is basically on the side. Of the road.
Essentially, yes.
So we can.
It comes down, there's essentially a cross. One road heads down to the shore. The other one goes 10 meters to the gate.
So
And
I was saying that in character to everybody else. My apologies.
I may be able to do something. I did prepare.
No. Okay, we are gonna walk away.
To not instigating a confrontation.
Puddles is right. We shouldn't be instigating. They're already on edge.
We're being suspicious.
Yeah.
We do not want to anger them.
Okay, so let's just. And I turn to the guards, and I'm just like, "Hey, you know what? We're gonna just step away for a moment. We'll just be over here for a few moments, and then
You said you could get me in there. What is the meaning of
we'll
this?
talk about it, Pete. I promise. Okay, let's go." And we should go.
Okay, so that plan didn't work.
No, we just need to. Yeah, that is accurate. But
Why don't we find another way into the city?
like,
There can't just be one entrance.
I mean, it's a pretty small village. It's not like we can see. We can see
Village,
our thing
right.
from the hill, right?
you
There's
can
not
see
much.
approximately 10 or 12 huts As I said before, they're wooden hut. They're not.
I have a solution. I'm going to send Cosmo through. A bird won't be necessarily seen. So, I mean, have you heard of bows before? Yes, but I think it is a fey creature. It should be fine. It's just
Oh yeah, let Cosmo go in.
Yeah.
Let him go in. Let's see what happens.
so. I'm going to get Cosmo to go really high,
Right.
and then kind of
Dive bomb this village.
will gradually come down and kind of sweep through the village, and then give us a report.
Okay.
See if he sees any people sick, or plague, or dead bodies, or anything he notices.
Okay.
Park smart, Pete.
So devil's advocate. The only reason we need into this village is to see if they have any information about rains. So if
Yeah.
we've seen them come by, and maybe they know which way they went, or
Or this being is a prisoner, and they're not released.
well, we're not.
It's
we're not
awfully suspicious.
We know the rain was down by the lake. We're not close to there, right? We got to do some travel yet.
Yeah. So like
So
my proposition is Cosmo goes over,
sure,
just
yeah.
sees if it looks like there's dead bodies or plague. Like obviously we don't want to go in there.
We don't.
We do not want to go in
They
there.
don't want us in there either.
No. And I mean, we've already killed so many people, and like a lot of it was unnecessary. Pete, I mean, you just go right to zapping sometimes. Well, not zapping, but I'm a zapper. But you know, I just figure we just about got killed not even 3 sleeps ago.
Yeah, like 8.
And I'm just a little tired of being aggressive
Yeah,
and in danger.
yeah,
Constantly.
I remember I almost died.
it's true.
So they
So did I.
in the beginning.
Puddles also almost died. I didn't because
And so, out of that,
those two almost died.
So no more intimidation unless it's absolutely necessary. Okay.
I'm with the kid.
oh, very well.
Ask the bird brain to scout around the village
Already done that.
before going in.
So you're gonna send Cosmo up to
Cosmo to go high and then kind of just gradually cliff down like any regular bird and kind of grow in. Like he will go outside of telepathic range briefly and then come back and within 100 meters and then
what's the range on your teleport?
it's 100 meters.
And how far away do we kind of like back off from the village?
Just like out of hearing range.
Okay, so like not that far.
Not that
20,
far.
20 meters
Yeah.
away kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you might still be able to have your learning range possibly.
Yeah, but yes.
So that way you don't have to worry about like it having to come back into range to get like messages to you, right?
It could do its intelligent, could do its look around and then report back opposed to
What?
being constantly, oh, there's this and there, that and this and that.
What Tina's trying to say is Cosmo should go around the wall before passing through just to check out probably
Oh,
you got cut off before you
but
could
that would make
continue
sense
with
too,
that.
to see if he says any other openings that we could go in if necessary.
Yeah.
That's a good
I
plan.
don't want him to be noticed
Yeah.
because I do not know if ravens are
Given some time, it could change his form, but it's a little complicated.
Oh, you can't.
I don't believe
Or it's like-
ravens are native to the area.
Well,
They're a noble bird.
They are.
How flammable does the brambles look?
No. No.
We are not setting it ablaze.
I've already have a reputation for that. I don't want it furthered.
Listen, I knew exactly what you were gonna think as soon as Mark said that they were dead brambles and not like growing brambles around. I was like, that's dry brush, man. That's real flammable.
Why don't we go to the lake to see if there's any villagers?
Yeah.
who
We
might
could just
know?
skip past this village entirely.
That's a second thought. Yeah.
Why don't we go down the lake and I'll have Cosmo report back while we're doing this? That does two things at once.
Yeah. There we go.
Sounds good.
Two birds.
So we're gonna have the bird do a bit of scouting around this village, but the lake is like days away still. Correct?
Oh,
So it's
Oh.
not like we're just down the road. We're
Yeah.
continuing down the continent.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we go for a brief walk down the path, so to speak, and go just kind of discuss things. And if we'll find something that we can react to right away, we return, and if not, we go on our turn.
Sure. Okay. I guess.
Yeah.
I suppose that is the only course of action I can see right now.
Because if we find this raid, we might need to return to the village. Perhaps they're injured. We might need medical help.
Also, we got to return
Perhaps raiders in the village.
the village anyway. So if we don't find anything at the lake, if we don't find anything on our way, then at least we can go back to the village and maybe it won't be closed or whatever, you know?
Or I can change my parents too. Or you could change your parents as well.
I can't. Yeah.
We'll find out who has access and look like them.
I mean, I don't know how we're going to find out who has access if they don't let us into the village in the first place. But I think we can skip past this village entirely, at least for the time being. I mean, there's clearly something going on here. I just don't think it has to do with us.
I don't want to be involved.
It's very concerning when the friendly people are this disturbed.
Objectively, I agree with that. Right? It's weird that we're
Okay.
usually so friendly in the city, and I've heard nothing about them being like closed off and you're not allowed in, but they probably have some sort of reason. I don't understand their culture perfectly, so there's probably something. So
But I'm suspicious because
yeah, I'm
normally they would welcome visitors.
Yeah.
suspicious too.
Yeah.
I just
I
they're
just-
not letting us. Yeah.
Oh, question.
Seems awfully convenient.
I wonder, history check. Do they have any? What type of leadership or like who would have the authority to overrule a guard? They're like, it's like
It is a tribal culture, so there is like tribal elders.
so.
There would also be, say, shaman type people.
Oh, Aileron, do you actually know someone from the village?
No, I don't know shit.
I don't know shit.
Do you know any historical figure or somebody associated with their people?
I'm 17.
She's a kid.
I don't know.
You know?
Did you listen to stories of your grandparents, perhaps?
I wasn't
She's a
everybody.
bastard.
Right. Whilst you guys debate this, who has the highest passive perception?
I think
I have 15.
yeah, you have 15. I think Dular and I have the same.
Yeah.
I have 14, right?
Puddles would have the highest. We have 4. I have 14.
Yeah.
Puddles, your whiskers twitch, and you can smell something rather sick, but you can also smell like a burning. Looking back towards the village, you can see a black smoke coming up from some part of the village. You can't quite tell as you're not inside, but you can definitely smell something terrible. I will ask. Okay, well, let's have you do an inside check.
Then
Okay. Insight. Oh, not a natural 20, but a 20. I just have a
a 20.
It's a 20.
The smell that you're smelling,
Off the smelling.
you've smelt it before in
Oh no.
villages and in cities where they are burning the dead. That is the smell that is coming across.
Wait, that smell. They're burning their dead.
Okay, that's enough for me. And I just start walking down.
Yep.
the way.
Torque takes out his tinderbox and we will purify them.
Yeah.
Shooting taller.
For vengeance. Level 2.
Well, why would they be burying their dead?
I mean, sickness, maybe?
Good question.
Plague?
I was just
I don't know of any sickness that could take out an entire Imbani village.
The plague took my wife not too long ago. It's possible it's returned. It's been, most people have been immune for centuries or decades at least, but perhaps there's been an outbreak again.
But here in the village, so far
Yes.
away from the city,
I mean, it's not that far. It's possible that someone passed through and spread it to them somehow?
It's spread through my tribe. It is entirely possible that it is arrived here at this village after so long.
I want to be long-lived. Let's let's go. That's enough. Dead bodies.
I think
that's
it would be
enough.
I
wise.
feel bad for them, but listen, I don't have a lot of big priorities in my life. Number one is just continuing to live. That's it. That's all I need.
When does your bird return?
Good question.
Are we outside of would be outside of his range to like talk to Cosmo?
No, he could communicate with Cosmo depending on how far into the village. I mean, you guys are only 20, 30 meters away from the entrance to the village.
700 meters.
Okay, so I'm going to communicate with him, see what he's seen. So follow.
Okay. You guys witness as Pete settles himself down on the ground, closes his eyes, and opens them again, and they're all whited out.
Well,
That's a
And it glows green, actually. The gem might have glows green.
Okay. The green glowing gem displays what your bird sees. From what the bird can see, there is a fire towards the back of the village, towards the east end of the village. There are 2 huts on either side, and there are Mbani guards on either side of it. And you see what you assume to be a shaman or a healer passing between the 2 huts.
Huts are afire.
The plague.
The huts themselves.
The plague. It seems there is.
There is a fire. It's sort of just behind the huts. So you've got a hut here, fire here.
It seems that they've separated them into 2 huts, and one is for those who are going to be burned. It seems due to the plague against. That's my assumption.
That's awful. Okay, well, I'm no healer.
You gotta go.
I don't know if I can survive that kind of sickness. I don't know if any of you guys can. I don't want to get the
I have come into contact with it once, and I am fortunate to not have contact.
I'm going to roll medicine, see if I know anything more about the plague. And can you combine with history? Because it is the historical plague, or
Sure.
does that give me advantage?
You say historical plague, but it does still exist, and it is still affecting. There are little outbreaks
Yeah.
throughout the area.
Okay, so I got a 6 for medicine, and a 12 for the history.
What you know of the plagues are that the scarlet breath does still exist. It does break out in smaller areas. There doesn't seem to be any particular there doesn't seem to be any particular rhyme or reason for where the plague breaks out.
So it's not like an obvious, like, oh, this was clearly communicated. By
You
someone
offended the
spitting
god.
on someone,
You offended the gods.
or it's airborne, or it's waterborne, or whatever like that. We wouldn't be able to tell.
Like you guys do know, and I'm going to say all of you guys will have had some knowledge of the scarlet breath. It is a pulmonary illness that causes the sick person to cough essentially clouds of blood. The blood comes out as like in minute levels, as if it was steam coming out of a body, but red.
That is metal as fuck,
Yeah,
but I
Like-
don't want that.
it's like
I don't want to get sick with that.
spray bottle Ebola.
Just gonna wash my windows.
I hadn't thought of it in that way. Okay.
Like, trust someone to.
But
Okay, well. Sorry, what are you gonna say, Bubbles?
I was going to say, how far away are we from the village again?
20,
Like-
30 meters?
yeah, from
Breathing distance.
God damn it.
the scarlet breath, when you when the person coughs and releases that, the range on it is not very far. And you're only talking maybe a meter or so. But anyone who comes in contact with that exhaled blood has about a 95% chance.
Are paladins still immune to disease?
Not at level 2.
Not at level 2.
Well,
I say we nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
here's the thing, guys.
He gets out his tinderbox.
Scorched earth.
Torty, no. But here's the thing, guys, is I am about to turn 18 and I really am just starting my life here. And I would super duper appreciate if we could just keep going now. Like, I'm scared enough.
Then what do we do?
Well, we're gonna
we
go
can't do
towards
anything.
the lake. We're gonna just go towards the lake until we find either someone else or something else or a clue. I mean, we'll get there, but we're achieving nothing by just talking here. And like, it's getting later. The sun's above us. Like, we need to go.
It's probably about noon right now.
Yeah.
So
We spend so much time.
and it's not like it's a bad thing to talk or anything.
No, we
Like,
don't.
I'm not a big, you know.
Just not a patient elf. Just not a.
Which is so weird because, anyways,
I
elves are
wasn't.
usually so patient.
There's a
But you're
reason,
bastards.
but I'm a bastard.
Okay, well let's.
Do you
go, I
know
guess,
anything about the plague?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I just want to go.
That's not what I asked. Do you
Yeah.
know anything? Oh, no? No.
No.
I know very little.
I have an idea.
What's up?
What's up, Petals? I don't know. You seem like the smartest one of us all.
Okay, that's just the accent.
It's
The accent makes anybody seem smart.
Perhaps we can ask to speak to the shaman. I may have an idea that could work to get them to at least bring the shaman to us, and perhaps we can speak with the shaman.
The shaman that's been treating the dying people.
Doesn't mean that he is infected.
I was not infected.
You said you were fortunate not to be.
Yeah. And I mean, you're a sturdy fella.
Yeah.
I would assume they have some sort of remedies to help maybe prevent it. I don't know.
Hey,
All I'll say is that I don't want to be anywhere closer to that.
no, I mean, if you guys want to continue poking about, like, I honestly just have no interest and I will just continue going on my own. I don't
I think that's
always.
a good idea.
Well, I
we
know-
should probably stay together, but like, yeah, I mean, I don't want to go near the village.
Yeah.
I don't have any intention of getting sick.
I'm just saying that for once, I'm drawing a hard line. Ever since I met you guys, I've been going along to get along, and there's scarlet whatevers and dead bodies, and I'm really freaked out. And I would just, I'm going, and Ailerin just begins like walking away.
She is a kid.
Okay, if that is the case, if you'll give me just a little bit of time, I'd like to say a prayer for their dead
Okay.
It's an awful,
and those that are dying.
it's an awful noble thing to want to do, Cuddles. I'll go off. I'll go a bit of ways, I guess, with Ailerin and keep an eye on her and make sure nothing happens. And
That is
guys-
probably a good idea.
I mean, it's like
Kirk puts his away his tinderbox and follows Taylor.
if Dular and Pete and Cuddles, if you guys want to try and look into this further, then that's
Let's do it really quick. If we're going to do this, let's do it quick. Let's try for the shaman. I think it's a good idea. And if we don't run into any success, we will join you prompt.
okay.
But don't stray too far.
Agreed.
We're
Should stay
just
together.
gonna stay basically right here.
I'll send Cosmo to get you if something happens. Okay?
All right.
I'm going to call Cosmo to us and then do it and follow Puddles. And we'll see what's going on there.
Well, Puddles is just praying here.
Thinking Cuddles is making a prayer to the dead. You guys want to kind of like see if they can like send out their shaman or a healer or someone to talk to you guys, I guess.
Yes.
Puddles will go with them, but she'll be like just kind of trailing behind slowly,
But
kind of muttering to herself.
Yeah, kind of do like a monk prayer.
I'm going to go up to the guards and my deepest apologies for my rash behavior. I have been now informed of the horrible things that are happening in your village. Is there anything that me and my companions can do to help you?
they say nothing, but they keep their spears completely crossed. There is no entering the village that way. But they
Is it possible we could speak to someone from the village if we can't enter the village?
make a persuasion check.
Roll a 20. Give it.
Critical failure!
Oh my god. Yeah, that tinderbox for well.
The guards are shortly joined by another 4 guards that
Oh,
completely
dear.
block your access to the entrance. Instead of just a crossed spears, you now have 4 people with spears pointed out, blocking the entrance to the village.
Well, we've done what
we've done what we can. Yes, I think we should.
Wait, let me try something. May I speak with your shaman? I know of some prayers to help your dead onto the next part of their cycle. If you'll let me speak to them, I can say a prayer. I come from those, or I am acquainted with those of the Church of Cannonball.
Okay, we have to make a persuasion check on that. You see.
Oh,
Or would that be a deception check? Are you telling the truth when you say that?
again?
Okay, then it would be a persuasion check.
Okay.
You said that.
I mean,
Was that a better?
my persuasion's not that good. My deception, but it's a 3.
Better than mine.
Yes. The guards do not move, and the 4 guards in the back completely stand in formation now, ready to prevent any entry to the village. Any attempted entry to the village that does not involve Torque's tinderbox.
Maybe someone.
I tried.
You did.
Which ride?
What did you say? You had a connection to the judge of something.
Church of Calamari?
I may know,
Or
or I may be acquainted with those of the Church of Cannonball.
Kalambor. Kalambor, you guys know the god of the dead.
That's
Kalambor's role is to take the souls of the dead to the next world.
And those in his order and his church, they go around in search for people who are dying to pretty much let them know that they are going to onto their next life or whatever in their life cycle, and we just try to help them during their death.
The other thing that you do know about Kalambor is that whilst he's the god of the dead, he is also the god that essentially prevents death. He's a healing god. When somebody is coming close to death, they will pray to Kalambor in the hopes that the god will protect and heal. So that's the whole story of Kalambor. Or you feel free to look him up if you want. He is in the Slayer's Guide, I believe.
It's Forgotten Realms.
I love them.
He is Forgotten Realms, yes.
this.
Are we doing the deities of the Forgotten Realms? Or?
Some of them, yes, some of them, no.
Some of them have more than one head stretched out into other parts, other planes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That was all out of character. I'm just taking notes. I'm not there to hear any of this stuff, so it shouldn't.
Who purifies by fire?
I want to say Cord, maybe.
Well,
This is Trinity. All right, we're just chilling outside.
There.
I'm obviously, or
Yeah,
like,
you're obviously like shaking.
and like sulking.
We did our best, Puddles. I guess we should move on. That's definitely concerning, however.
Well,
I'll
Maybe
put
it's
it,
for
put
the
it in my
best.
report for Lightfinger. So I'm going to just get my notepad out and just detail what happened.
You detail that we screwed the village on effective did this, and now they want to kill us.
Yeah.
Now they must burn.
Just second. Village number 1.
So I guess it's onward to the lake now.
Yes, it is.
Done. As you begin to follow the road again, about 200 meters roughly up the road, it forks off. One heads towards the shore and carries on up the hill. The other one heads off on the other side of the tree line and heads towards the mountains. You also notice as you move along that the trees are becoming more and more jungle-ish.
Are they healthy, or are they? It is starting to become diseased.
The trees?
Trees, yes. The wild, the environment is it? Is there a corruption, or is it just as is?
Can you detect corruption? I do.
Perhaps in my travels I've seen something. I'm going to try that might survival or nature.
I would say for this one, go nature.
But to the naked eye, these trees, the plants, everything, they look
Critical failure. I have no
For
idea.
the night.
you're not doing well today.
No, if I get a third,
But you don't have the plague.
like just like
Unfortunately, that critical failure does mean that somebody walks by and coughs. So,
No.
right in your face.
Hold your breath. I have to set you on fire.
that was my nature, not my survival. So yes.
what you can tell is that this appears to be the very beginning of the jungle. The jungle, from your mount, you can see heads down and it carries on around the outside of this lake, but you are still a few days of movement on it. But the jungle is starting to fill in. Starting to
Man. Is the jungle creeping out like around us?
No, it's just
Is it surrounding us?
You've never been in a jungle.
Mostly in the plains.
It is the perfect place
And
for the creatures, for the predatory creatures to. It's perfect for ambushing. It's perfect for hiding. It's perfect for.
Not jungle.
you guys are so negative.
So I mean, he's pretty positive. He loves it here. I'm cool.
It is always a treat to go to the jungle. I do not visit it often, but
Well, the snakes.
oh,
Your poison's pretty good. Well, yeah, I mean, it's
Not only are- not only are there
I've had rattlesnake with
not only are there poisonous snakes, a lot are also snakes. As long as two men, and they can wrap you tight and squeeze the air out of your
It's not
lungs.
my ideal death.
Their favorite snack is little gnomes who get caught out at night.
Yeah, Tuckle just laughs. That sounds like fun. Slaps the person next to him. Let's giggle.
Kick the kill. Thank
However, there are also lots and lots of fruit in the jungle if you know where to look.
Yes, the most delicious.
Is there a way we could stretch our rations when jungle? Are you familiar with any edible fruitsy foods out here?
could probably forage. I'm not, a wild man knowledgeable, but
We must be careful though. There are as many poisonous fruits and plants as there are poisonous animals.
Could you show me some?
Yes, I will. I can, if I spot any.
Can I get you to make fake?
This
This is perfect.
Can I ask what I'm rolling? Because I might have a ranger ability that might
Nope.
trump
not
that.
this one.
Okay.
So,
6.
So you know fasting. Nothing. All you guys can see is problem beginning to thicken as you go. You guys are sitting at a crossroad as your decision on which direction to take is on you.
Coast.
Well, we last seen on the coast. We should stick with the coast, but this is a place to fall back to. I suspect. Maybe we should mark it. Are you any good at marking a train?
Yes, I can. If you all follow me, I can guide us to our destination.
North.
I'm
And
just gonna run up by Dular and walk around with them.
yeah, okay. I'm basically
She likes the jungle.
going to attempt to head in the same direction we've been traveling for a while. There are no roads in this jungle, right? The road is ended.
The road splits off and one goes up towards the hills,
Oh,
avoiding the jungle one way. Not entirely avoiding the jungle. Either path, there will be some jungle, but it is considerably reduced because these are actually regularly used roads.
oh. Well, then there is no need. We'll follow the trail.
Right.
Alright.
What roads would you all want to take? The high road, the coast.
Why not? We
Yeah.
decided this already. We talked already. What does the plague change about it, right? Like, let's just go.
Coast seems fine to me.
You know,
Both these paths lead to a lake.
Yes.
Okay. One of them is going to lead through the jungle.
The less contact with people on the roads is probably best wise. They did come back from the village.
Also, less contact with, wild monsters and huge animals that can kill us and eat us.
Yeah, you,
Can we tell which road is more traveled?
I will ask you to. Oh, what would that be? A survival check, Thanos?
I guess.
Park will look too.
yeah, survival. Yeah.
All right.
Survival.
But Torque, if you're
I can
going to
survival.
assist, then you are providing her with advantage.
Okay.
I rolled.
Okay. So I can roll with an advantage?
So just
Okay.
right-click it, and it should give you the option to roll with advantage.
Alright. I don't know if that had the advantage though.
Should be 2d20.
There we go.
Okay.
Total 14.
14.
Yeah. The other one I didn't do well. It's only a 4.
Both of the roads appear to be fairly well traveled. The coastal road is a little bit sort of more, obviously more used, because it doesn't pass through the foothills of the mountains, which of course is just naturally a harder path to make.
Well, we know the shore is more traveled, which likely means if we are going to see other people, we're more likely to see the other people on this route. If we take the other route, less people, but a bit of a harder trek.
This is where we make a choice, I think.
My vote is for the jungle.
Yes, I have to agree with you. We went the easy route, and we now know that there might be a plague going back and forth between places. So
True, but I mean, in the jungle, there's going to be creatures,
demons. Yes,
I think I'd rather go face to face with the creature than with someone who could give me the Scarlet Death.
all right.
Correct.
that's.
I mean, it's similar to death, but that death is sort of the end result of the Scarlet Breath.
She was just being dramatic.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
You just gotta stay a spear's length away from them.
Precisely.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
roughly 6 meters, I think it is, right?
That is a long spear.
It is a long spear. Or 2 meters, 6 feet.
It's not the length, it's how I use it.
Close enough.
Roll on how to use.
All right.
That's what I keep doing.
So you guys reached the crossroads, and you have made the decision to go which coast?
To the jungle.
Jungle for the champ.
Through the jungle.
Yep.
Tim doesn't like it. Aelrin clearly doesn't like it, but they got a point.
And Dular has a smile on his face.
So,
Someone hit the jukebox with the CCR.
All right. You guys begin to forage your way through the jungle, heading to the south.